Breeze Green Wall. And hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, Georgia. Hello. Hi, you guys. Listen, I have been sick all week, so I still sound a little sick, and it's Saturday, so look at San Makeup. San Makeup. I was doing no demos until I can not sound so sick. Hi. Hi, Kinsey. Hello. Hello, Kristen from South Carolina. Hi. Yay. All right. All right, you guys. I decided, and this is really spur of the moment, hence like no makeup in my bedroom. The kids are at the park, so my house is quiet. But I wanted to talk about rejection. And, thank you. Yeah. Au natural. West Palm Beach, Florida. That sounds fun. We're going to Florida next month. We're going to Miami to dock out to go to Jamaica. Yay. Oh, all right. So I want to talk about rejection. And I want to talk about how it really stings and how a lot of times it can scare people into not doing what their heart is telling them to do. Because listen, people have influence, even people that we don't even think that we really care about. Like, it hurts. Yeah. And sometimes it's really hard to put yourself out there. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of desire. And we put ourselves out there, and rejection hurts. And sometimes people aren't really nice. Like, I've dealt with this, you guys, from friends, from really close friends. And rejection can feel, and then that's something different. And a lot of times it stops people. It stops them. And they're just like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe, we think that. Even though maybe we might not say it out loud, we think that. Because the fact is that we care about what people think, right? We don't want to be, we start to think that maybe we are what they think that we are, right? And listen, I'm here to tell you that rejection is something that everybody deals with, regardless if you're in sales, regardless if you're in, our profession. Gosh, can you remember like when you were like first started dating boys or girls, depending on who you want to date? And when do you remember the very first time you ever felt that feeling of rejection? It's a stinger. It's a really, really, really big stinger, and it kind of changes you. But at the same time, it makes you stronger. And as an adult and as a professional adult, you learn to deal with it a lot better. I think back before, you've built that wall where you've become strong, where that doesn't faze you because your confidence and self-worth is so much more than that. Before that point, it deviates you from your course. It does. And I can look back and see where I've made different decisions because of rejection. And I can look back and be like, man, the outcome might have been totally different if I had just stayed the course. If I had just been strong, if I had just not listened, or reminded myself what I was doing in the first place. Now, when it comes to our business, we deal with it a lot, and you get used to the no's. It's cool, whether you're talking to people about the opportunity, whether you have spent so much time on this awesome image that you can't wait to share, and like nobody cares about your cute image that you just spend all this time on, right? And it really, really hurts. And it's okay to feel those feelings. We don't have control over the first feelings that we feel when something happens. That's out of our control. That is like a knee-jerk reaction. But we do have control over the second feelings that we have. It's the same thing with our thoughts. We don't have any control over the first thoughts that we have. We do have control over the second. So it's okay. I'm here to tell you that it's okay if you feel that rejection, and it's okay if it kind of stops you for a second. It's not okay if it stops you for good. All right. Sometimes, we learn to use rejection like, nobody responded, and I thought this was a really great idea. Well, maybe that post wasn't a great idea. Maybe I'm going to try this, and we use it as leverage rather than a wall, right? We use it to springboard us in a different direction rather than a wall. And, You know what? It really stings when it comes from friends. I'm going to tell you a couple stories. The first one is when I very first started with Unique. Some people just have nasty opinion about direct sales, period. And maybe they've had some really obnoxious salesy people in their news feed, and so they don't even care what the product is. The second that they hear it's direct sales, they like shut down. And that really sucks because I wouldn't be in this, I wouldn't be standing behind my business if I didn't believe in our products. And B, it's just like, well, you're my friend. Like, you know me. Like, really, you're not going to take my word for it? And it sucks, right? Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold, you guys. So I had just started, right? And it was my first couple months, and had all this motivation. All my friends were having parties, and everybody was really excited and supportive of me, except for this one friend of mine. And she's somebody that actually really valued her opinion because she absolutely loved makeup. She loves makeup. She loves makeup. She loves makeup, right? Spends tons of money on makeup, loves makeup. So I really wanted her to review the products, and I really thought that she was going to support me. Well, one of our friends was going through a really hard time with her husband. And so I convinced her to have a party, and I wanted to get her all the free makeup. Like, it really wasn't about me. It was about getting her all the free makeup so she can, like, feel better about herself. So I posted in our group, like, hey, you guys, like, I actually think I started a private message with my friends. Like, listen, I'm doing this for her. And this girl she hates direct sales. She doesn't even care what I'm selling. And she's a close friend. Like, it really bothered me. And she was like, no, I don't have the money right now. Well, not 10 minutes later, she posted on her Facebook that she just went and dropped $200 at Sephora. Pain, dude. Pain. I was so mad. And so my first reaction was mad. I was mad. And then my second reaction was hurt. I was just like, man, that's like, ouch. Like, ouch. Like right in the feels. Yeah. And then my third reaction was just like, watch me. Because that's the kind of person I am. You hurt my feelings and you make me angry, and I turn that into motivation and I springboard myself, right? So not everybody does that instinctually, right? But you can make a decision to do that, and you know what? Here's the thing. Oh, no. No. I think she posted that from Sephora. Yeah. It was a passive aggressive slap in the face is what it was. But listen, it really motivated me. I didn't care about giving her makeup anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, okay, you're done. You are not the person I'm talking to. You are not the person I'm trying to reach. You obviously don't support me. And I used it as motivation, and I used it as fire. It's just like, oh, you don't think I can do this? You think this is a scam? Watch me. And she did. And she didn't have anything else to say after that. I've done really well in our business, and I've been really, really happy. And a lot of our all mutual friends are now, doing the business, and it's just like, whatever. Sometimes she'll slip at passive aggressive stuff. But I realized that, it doesn't matter what I was selling. She was more pissed that I got into the profession because she had a bad taste in her mouth about it. I can't control that, She's still, yeah. It's one of those things that you don't keep people around that try to make you feel small. You let them go. You let them go, because the people that love you and want to support you in your life and that are adding value to it are the people that you keep around. And sometimes you have to release those people, especially if they're really mean about it, you guys, And listen, when we are talking about the opportunity, and let's say we're like, I need to grow my business, you have to be prepared for no's. You have to assume everybody's going to say no. But if you don't put yourself out there, you are never going to get to where you want to go. And then we talk about our why. What is your why? And when we talk about figuring out what your why is, we're talking about deep, deep, deep inside. Yeah. Deep in, like, why are you doing this? That is you. And that is worth everything. Yeah. 150 no's before your yes. Right. And you know what? The better you'll get at it. And then you won't care as much. And then you'll have more confidence to put yourself out there. And people are attracted to confidence. I feel like people, even through the internet, internet. You know what? And sometimes they are, and that's cool. You're not the person I'm talking to. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have that attitude. You can't let it slow you down. I mean, think about all of the successful people out there, that faced rejection. There's a really awesome image. I'm going to try to dig it up. Actually, I think it's a video. I'll see if I can find. I'll post on my wall tonight, you guys. And it goes through like Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs, like all of the Oprah Winfrey, like all of these very successful people, and talked about how much rejection they got before they got to success, And it's something that takes practice. Yes, exactly. It takes practice. It takes practice. So I just wanted to remind everybody that, listen, we all feel it. We all feel it. It happens. It makes you better. It makes you better because especially if it's just the general people, if it's not something personal like the story that was personal. Like the story I just told, it makes you better. You're like, oh, that didn't work. I'm going to try this. Oh, that didn't work. And I'm going to try this, and you get stronger, and you don't take it personally, because like I just mentioned, I could be selling the most incredible thing anybody has ever had on the face of the earth, which, by the way, I feel like it's our new concealer because I really need some right now, but I love that stuff. But you can be selling the most amazing thing ever. And sometimes if people associate it with direct sales, because there is such a misconception about direct sales, because, hey, let's be real, there are some companies out there that maybe aren't as ethical, and luckily they get stopped. Generally, they don't last very long. But so people have that opinion, or people have taken not attraction marketing, not built good relationships, devalued relationships, auto messages people, like all of this stuff is bad for our profession as a whole. So, I try to, whenever I've been hurt, I try to look at everything with empathy. Empathy, not sympathy, but empathy. Empathy is something that if you can address every situation and every person that you meet in your life with empathy, with trying to understand, well, like, what, maybe she just had a bad taste in her mouth about direct sales, or, or maybe she really hates makeup, or just with some sort of empathy, and then just let it go, and you move on. One of the things that you guys hear me say over and over, the only people that do not get to the top of our company, are the people who stop. The people who stop. Let me tell you what, we all go through this. We will go through a point, just generally when you first signed up, your market's hot. It's hot. People are like, ooh, you're selling this. I want this. Like, your friends, like, they want to buy from you. They care about you. The people that do support you want to buy from you. You're not growing your market goes cold. Sometimes, if you have a really great month and all of your market already has the makeup, your next month's going to be cold and it's chilly. And you're like looking for the Iceman. You're like, where did everybody go? Everybody already has your makeup. Or kids are back in school, or it's a weird month. Like August was a really strange month for me, you guys. And we can let it stop us, and we can let it hurt our feelers, or we can join a ton of mommy groups, meetup.com. And if this gives you any idea about like where my market is, I went so hard in July that August was a really difficult month for me. Also, when your team starts to grow and grow and grow, listen, I've recruited a lot of my friends. So a lot of my crisp customers are now on my team, and they took all of their friends that were buying from me, and they're now buying from, which is all good. It's all in my company, but mama still needs to sell her makeup. And so, you know what? I am rolling up my sleeves. I have joined 5 new mommy groups this week, meetup.com, where I'm actually going and meeting up with different people. I am starting to teach baby wearing international again. I am getting myself out there. I've revamped my Facebook so I can actually see my friends' posts again. Old school. You got to go old school. And so Walls are all they are is motivation. You know, I could let it like really bum me out. Like, no, nobody wants to buy makeup. You know, or I can let it like flow my creative juices, and I could let it motivate me to do different things that I've never done before, or really push me to put myself out there even more than I haven't already. But that's your decision, you know. So everybody feels it. I just want to put it out there. Everybody feels that. And I tell you what, especially the women that are on the top of this company have felt it a lot. And the difference is we did not stop. If anything, we put it in our pocket and we used it to prove them wrong, or we used it for motivation, or we used it for, you know, creativity to launch us in a new direction, because we are better than that. You know, my why, and my family, and the future of my children is worth a heck of a lot more than your opinion. So, you know, and sometimes, I mean, you can even write it on a piece of paper, put it on your mirror, especially if you are going hard, and so you're probably going to be getting more no's. The more you put yourself out there, the more no's you're going to get. And you have to put yourself out there. So put it on your, remember, you know, every single time my little babies come wobbling in this room, I remember, like, oh yeah, I really don't care about your Sephora trip, because my babies, you know, for me, like when I first started, it was because I knew my husband was getting medically retired from the Army. You know, he's got PTSD. I don't know how capable he was of going back to work, and I didn't want to leave my kids. And so that was my why. That is still my why. And today my husband's home full time. Well, I do unique full time, you know, and if I had stopped because of her opinion, I don't know what my life would be like right now, you know. So we just keep going. And so that's all I wanted to say, you guys. There is, well, yes, there is. We're doing bingo this month. I've got a cute little bingo thing, but I'm coming up with another one mid-month, so don't worry about that. I like to challenge you girls. But I guess what I wanted to say was, listen, it's okay if it hurts your feelers. It doesn't mean that you aren't tough or you're not doing a good job. It doesn't really mean anything, because it's probably them and not you. It's not okay if you let it stop you. You know, let it push you even further, even harder. And that is your decision. That is your decision. That is not up to anybody else. You know, and sometimes a lot of women don't have a lot of support. They don't have husbands that are backing them up. People make fun of them, you know, and I love to hear the stories of the ones that made it to the top and everybody stopped laughing, you know, and that can be your story too. So it's okay if it hurts your feelers for 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds to be like, oh, ouch, woe is me. And then you lady up. You lady up and you remember your why, and you see where you're going, and you use it to catapult you to where you want to be. No, you know, he'll be real supportive when he gets to flipping go to Jamaica with you or wherever we're going next year, you know, or when he can just sit in the garage and do what he wants to do while you make all the money. He'll be real supportive then. And then you could just be like, I'm just throw my makeup money in the air, honey. What do you think of me now? You know, and we laugh about it, because that's the best way to diffuse hurt feelings, right? Yeah, take someone else to Jamaica, right? Well, I do. I know that he works in the garage. Just tell him to go there. just like, you're grounded. You know, but it's actually really common. Like it comes up more often than not that women don't have supportive husbands, and I don't know what that's about. Every man is different. Every guy is different, you guys. My husband, I am an entrepreneur, right? Like I am, like I go out there and I do it, and that's just my personality. So he's really used to this part of me, even though I'd never done direct sales before. I always have ideas. Have ideas all the time, and he knows better than to question my ideas. And so when we had $200 in our bank account, and I was just like, I'm joining this direct sales company, and he's like, all right, you know, let's do this. And then I told him right after I signed up, honey, this is going to retire you. this is how much money we're going to be making in the next 2 years. And then he really listened. So, sometimes if you are questioning yourself, everybody's going to question you too. If you are 110% confident of what you're doing and where you're going and what you're going to do, nobody will question you because they can see that conviction. 110%. I've been saying that a lot the past week and a half, haven't I? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure about everything right now. So, speak with conviction, act with conviction. Be sure of yourself. If you're not sure of yourself, fake it till you make it, because everybody will take you more seriously, So if you aren't sure of yourself, then write down why, or go on YouTube and listen to some awesome inspirational, motivational stuff to get us back to where we're going to be. It's okay if you're feeling down in the dumps. You got 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and then lady up. That's what I have to say about that. And I'm saying that because I had to do that today. I get rejections too because I think I told you guys, September 1, I rebooted myself to a white status presenter. I am running like I just joined this company. I am selling like I just joined this company. Because this is how I get my girls to the top, is we do it hand in hand and we do it in the trenches. And I've got girls that I need to help change their lives. So I'm back to day one, which means I'm putting myself out there in ways that I actually didn't first, because like I said, my market's already chilly. They already know what I'm doing. So I'm building a whole new market, and I'm doing it because I love my team, and I'm doing it because we lead by example, and that's what we do. So my feelers got hurt today, and so I had to make a video for 2 seconds, and then I had to get on Periscope and tell you guys, hey, it's okay. It's okay to have hurt feelers. It's not okay to stop. So I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my nasally coffee gross mess. Ugh, colds. Kids are gross. I love you. I love all you guys. Man, I love my team. I need to get a shirt that just says Bree loves her team. The whole damn thing. Did you know that Team Awesome has grown by 45 new women in 5 days? Yeah. You're awesome, Rachel. You're awesome. I love you guys all. It's like a big flippin' family. And I hope that you can feel it sometimes. I'm like, man, I hope that they can feel my sincerity, because it's overwhelming. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy what is going on right now. And I knew it, and I know it. I feel like we're going to break records this month because Team Awesome is amazing. And this is the beginning. October and November are better. They're better. And this is why we work and we roll up our sleeves right now. Because you've got to run and ride that wave while that wave is big. Otherwise, when the wave settles down, you are feeling really down in the dumps, and your business shouldn't be where it's supposed to be. We ride the wave. Oh, I've earned 2+ U's, and I haven't gotten them yet either. So, but I've been moving around a lot, so maybe that's why. I'll check. I'll ask the group, because I'm not sure if people have started to get them yet or not, or what. So I'll ask for you, Georgia. All right, you guys. I don't think that they've sent them out yet. I think they might be waiting until the end of the campaign, but I'll double check. Yeah, because I want to get my charm too. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go blow my nose and take a bath while the house is really quiet. And yeah, I'm over my 2 seconds. I'm feeling powerful again. So 2 seconds. And the next time that you get rejected, I want you to hear Bree in your head saying, all right, you got 2 seconds, feel it, and now use it for fire. Use it for kindling. Yay. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll see you on the internets. Until next time, Sick Bree is signing off. Over and out. Bye.